on, yeah, come on now. Yeah, come on, yeah, come on now. Someone will come on now. Yeah, come on now. Oh, you see us so, come on now. Come on now, yeah, come on now. Someone will come on now. Papa, you see us so, come on now. Come on now, yeah, come on now.
Sorry, excuse me, sir, please.
As you remain standing, please.
Let us pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for a beautiful day like this. We thank you for life and health. Thank you for the grace you have granted unto all of us to assemble in this place for this celebration. Thank you, O God, for the gift that you have given to humanity through this, your servant, Sir Emeka Okwuosa. And we thank you for what you are using him to do. And one of it is the reason we are here, to commission this hospital in memory of their mother, then Irene. Thank you for joining mercies granted unto everyone. We commit this meeting and everything we're going to do here today into your hands, asking for the leading of your Holy Spirit, asking for your protection. Lord, that from this beginning to the end of the event today, we will be under your protection and guidance. Lead us, O Lord, to your own glory and praise. Through Jesus Christ, our Lord, we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
By our brother and illustrious son of Orifite and Anambra State, talking about none other than the founder of Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation, chairman, chief executive of Oil Serve Nigeria Limited. Today we have right behind me here that facility, which has an installed capacity to handle, like I said, 2 open heart surgeries minimum. It could be more. Minimum of 2 open heart surgeries in a day. Right here in Orifite. In Irene, Orifite for that matter. In that same facility, you can have all forms of advanced cardiology procedures. You have very sound radiology and echocardiography units. Same for OBS and gynecology. And other clinical specializations here in Irene. A few years ago, we were here, and like I said earlier, I played the same role when the foundation stone for this facility was laid, and a few of us thought it was a joke. But today, by the time we do the tour of this facility, you're going to see the enormous investment that this illustrious son of Rifite and Anambra State has put there. And I'm talking about none other than the founder of Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation, here. State, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, ably represented at this occasion by the Deputy Governor of Anambra State in the person of Dr. Onyeka Ibezim. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Your Royal Majesty, the Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Nnemeka Achebe, CFR, the Chairman of Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council, the Chairman South Eastern Nigeria Traditional Rulers Council, and also the Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, our own Royal Centurion. When you talk about the Oni of Ife in Yoruba land, and you talk about the Emir of Kano in the Hausa land, this is our own glory. Ladies and gentlemen, the man that epitomizes all aspects of royalty. Royal Majesty, Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Nnemeka Achebe. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. President, especially Igwe Orifite, Igwe Udoji, Igwe Newi, Igwe Rizu, Igwe Masi, Igwe Iga. I pay all due respect to all of you. Let me also appreciate in our midst men of God who has sworn to depopulate the kingdom of hell and overpopulate the kingdom of God. Especially our Bishop of Nnewi, Bishop Ndubisi Obi, our Bishop of Agwata, Bishop Samuel Ezofo, and other bishops here present. I salute all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for members of the clergy that are here. Please put your hands together for them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate this very illustrious son of Orifite and Anambra State. One of the greatest gifts that mankind has given to the whole world. And I'm talking of none other than the founder of Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation. Very suave, debonair, erudite, and urbane, enigmatic and pragmatic, very, very cerebral engineer, great manager of men and resources, entrepreneur of notes, and a philanthropist of record. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for him, Sir Emeka Okwuosa. Gentlemen of the press and the fraternity of the pen, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to warmly welcome you to this occasion. This is a very auspicious occasion. Auspicious in the sense that we are celebrating and holding a grand opening and the commissioning of Dame Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital. This is Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation initiative in partnership with DIOMH Foundation, Texas, United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a one-stop high-tech medical facility here in Irene. It is the first of its kind in southeastern Nigeria. It is revolutionary. It is historical. I'm able to say, ladies and gentlemen, that the facility that we are here to commission have an installed capacity to handle a minimum of 2 open heart surgeries every day. There is no hospital like that in southeastern Nigeria. This facility also has advanced cardiology procedures, radiology, anesthesiology, echocardiography, OBS and gynecology, and several other clinical specializations done here in Irene. Apart from this hospital, ladies and gentlemen, we're also here to immortalize our great mother, Mama Irene Okwuosa. We are here today to project what she stands for. I would have said what she stood for or what she represented, but I recall when I was there my brief, Sir Emeka Okwuosa said to me that it is what Mama represents, because Mama is not yet dead. Mama is still alive in all of us. And here is a woman who are now able to say is a teacher, not was a teacher. Is a chorister, is a church warden, is a prayer warrior, and mother of all. I said it earlier that this woman has only male children. So she considers every female she sees as her daughter. And that is why her son had to set up that convent. There is a convent here in Irene where girls are being brought up in the way of the Lord. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want us to put our hands together for Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation for this initiative. Now, with all due respect and humility, I want to invite him to speak to us by way of welcome address. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Sir Emeka Okwuosa, for you. A round of applause for him.
I will start first by saying that I will stand on the existing protocols. But having said that, I will try my best, my very best, to manage the protocols. First of all, I welcome the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. He's not present today, but present today is the Deputy Governor, Dr. Ibezin. You're welcome. I will also recognize all the commissioners that are here present today. They are welcome to Irene. I will recognize the presence of His Royal Majesty, Igwe Emeka Alfred Achebe. I'll call him in full, Agogidi. You are very much welcome. He's a very good friend, and he's been a senior colleague for a long time in the oil and gas industry. Everybody here is recognized. Let me go to the welcome address. It gives me great honor and pleasure to welcome you to the commissioning of the Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital. The hospital has been built to the glory of God and in memory of my late mother, then Irene Okwuosa, who was a teacher, and I say is a teacher, who loved, cared, and cared for people, and earnestly prayed for an institution in Irene dedicated to alleviating the sufferings of people with challenging medical cases. Indeed, our vision has come about after several years of hard work, determination, perseverance, and focus. It has taken the toll of substantial investment from the OSAP Group and the Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation, SEOF, with support of VOOM Foundation. VOOM is based in College Station, Texas, in the United States of America. And other successful organizations whose aim and objective have been to give back to the community and country at large by offering the best health care you can get anywhere in this country and in this world. The Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital and its directors have only one objective, and that is to serve. The Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital will provide the health care, in particular cardiology. It's actually a cardiothoracic center, which our people travel abroad to get, and will deliver first-class health and medical care with the highest quality and safest care possible for every patient in our country. The Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation and her partners are also mindful of the importance of addressing the basic social needs of people living in our communities. We are dedicated to improving the factors critical to good health, such as food security, good education, and quality health care services. The Irene Okwuosa Hospital fully commits itself to complementing government's efforts towards reducing maternal and child mortality, controlling the spread of preventable diseases, providing access to affordable and safe surgery for the removal of tumors considered inoperable by most hospitals in the country. Research, training, and development are part of the hospital's mission. And in the coming years, we look forward to developing new apps and solutions to tackling the opioid crisis, vaccines for infectious diseases, use of general anesthesia in surgery, and finding ways to continue to make healthcare even more affordable. Improve outcomes and train the next generation of scientists, medical practitioners, and public healthcare givers. The commissioning of the Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital marks an important milestone in the country's medical institution, and it is also of great significance to the promotion of public healthcare. In full operation, the Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital will create more than 100 full-time paid jobs, support over 500 businesses and families, and provide health care to an estimated 3,000 plus patients yearly. It is worth mentioning that even from the construction phase, our partnership with the VOOM Foundation, USA, has provided community health services, such as conducting 2 medical missions in September and December 2021, as well as donation of easy-to-use drugs to public referral health centers for the fight against diabetes, colon cancer, malaria, cholera, arthritis, and typhoid. These kind gestures fully demonstrate our love for the people of Anambra State and well-being of our people. We are therefore committed to working with states and federal governments and our people to promote our country's medical and healthcare industry and to improve the lives of our people. I especially want to thank the Governor of Anambra State, His Excellency, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, my friends, professional colleagues, and key players in the healthcare sector, who for finding the time from their very busy schedules to be here for the commissioning of the hospital. Special thanks as well to everyone who encouraged us in one way or the other and contributed towards the realization of this project. I am sure that this will not be the last of its kind in our mission of improving the lives and well-being of our people and communities. And before I say thank you, I wish also to use the opportunity to state that one of the key bases of what we do is to start from the ground up. And that is to develop our community Orifite, provide jobs for people in Orifite, move beyond that within the local government, the Anambra, and the Southeast in general. And then we begin to address some of the issues that bedevil us today. And on that note, I want also to recognize Sir Sonny Igbanuzwe, who is the President General of OIU. Orifite is here. You are welcome. But why I'm recognizing you is because I talked about Orifite also now. A lot has to be done to get Orifite back to where it was. We grew up with sound principles given to us by our parents to recognize education as a bedrock for growth and development. A lot has happened since then. We need to get back our values. If we don't, we will have very serious issues continue to be developed. Once more, I thank all of you. You're welcome.
Oh, yes. What this shows is appreciation of their son for the good work he's doing for them.
Ministers, representatives of international bodies, community-based organizations and institutions, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished delegates of media houses, amiable partners, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Amanda Obidike, and I serve as the General Manager of the Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation. It gives me great pleasure to speak to you this afternoon to welcome you most cordially at the official opening of the Dame Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital. This event is the culmination of an enormous collective effort which began in 2021. From that moment, wonderful partners contributed in one form or another towards the edifice of the hospital. I should like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to Sir Emeka Okwuosa for the enthusiasm and excellence he gave to the initiative in building a world-class cardiology facility. To His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, for his firm support, and to the Orifite community for cheering us along the way. Of the initiatives we've implemented and celebrated in the foundation, the most inspirational and uplifting occasions are those which are the works of groups and individuals rooted in the true meaning of the word community. Today is such an occasion, a day when we celebrate not only the creation of a valuable new hospital for all residents of Anambra, Nigeria and Africa at large, but the great well of community spirit which drove this important initiative to its successful and inspiring conclusion. The real wealth of truly functioning community lies in its people. The greatest resource is a communal will to work together, to draw strength from each other, to share talents, skills, and resources for the benefit of all. The Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation is founded on these great values: a sense of compassion, care, and empathy. And the foundation has grown and developed through its own vision for positive change. A vision that was and is shared by all those involved in its creation. The Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation also embraces all members of the community, including those who are most vulnerable or excluded. And this allows new futures to be imagined and new possibilities to be realized. Indeed, it is very fitting that the founder is named after the great Sir Emeka Okwuosa, a man whose name is written deep into community development, whose own vision and yearning for a better Nigeria has left an indelible mark on the country we inhabit today. Today, you are not asked to give up your spaces, but in your quiet corners of the everyday, there exists many opportunities to bravely envision and bring better worlds, societies, and community into being. When we see those opportunities and turn vision into reality, translating ideas into real achievements, such as the creation of the foundation, we are demonstrating the spirit of active participation that animates our communities and the lives of those with whom we share that communal space. Although the Dame Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital has already opened a few weeks, we are proud to record 11 treatments and surgery already given free to the people. Please can I get a round of applause? Thank you. So may I also conclude by congratulating all those who have been involved in this multi-million-dollar project. To the Olusev Group, Boom Foundation and friends, thank you for making this day possible. But the journey has just begun. In this regard, we call on your support and raising necessary funding to ensure quality healthcare delivery and surgery procedure are accessible to all. We call on you to be stakeholders, play a significant role in the ongoing development and leave your own positive imprint on its landscape. Thanks that we are putting Orifite on the global map. Your donation today will ensure excellent delivery of world-class patient care services to the vulnerable and underprivileged. I'm here to ask you to make a pledge to the Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation. We particularly need your support in our mission to give the capacity and the best service and equitable health care for all. Please think carefully about the impact that we have made, the stories we have forged, and consider joining us in this movement. I thank and congratulate you all, and wish all who avail of the opportunities provided in the Dame Irene Okwuosa Hospital every future success and happiness. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much for having me here. It is a true pleasure for Boom Foundation to be in this community and to be able to serve. Boom Foundation's vision has been two things. One, to educate local medical staff, and two, to treat the poor. We've been doing this since 2004. Our first mission was a medical educational mission in 2008. In 2013, we came into the country and found there was no open heart program. So we sent over the facility to be able to have an open heart program. We have continued to come here since 2013 and do open heart programs with different institutions. 2 years ago, we met Sir Emeka Okwuosa, and it was an absolutely great opportunity and a great partnership for us to engage with him. I feel there's a great philanthropist here who has a heart of gold, and then we have a medical mind, Dr. Vincent Ohaju, who have nothing but great intentions to serve. Self-sacrifice starts from the top, and they have led this vision And we are so happy to be part of it. We come here with absolutely good intentions. We bring as much as we can, we leave with nothing but giving our service. We will continue to do that. But it takes a lot to be able to treat the poor, because even if we bring consumable items, there's still costs to everything. So to continue the good work, we do need to raise money for the foundation here locally so we can fund surgeries and we can see more people and we can deliver more services. That's the goal of Boom Foundation. I want to thank all of you guys for coming and supporting this. We are currently in the hospital doing surgery now. If anybody takes a hospital tour, you can go to the 3rd floor and see the open heart surgery going on right now. It's on video. They have just opened the chest, so you will be able to see, some of what we're trying to do. I want to thank you guys so much for having us here, for hosting us, for making us feel welcome. I will honestly say this area has been phenomenal. Everybody, they have treated us very, very well. We're happy to serve. We will continue to serve. We will continue to partner. We just want to help, and that's all we do. So thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to meeting some of you.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for Sean and Diakurian, Executive Director of Boom Foundation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. So back to money man.
We're not going to be Anambra. So, Nukuman and walking at Chogoda, where for Anambra, you walk an euro. The band, no one and a China can name moon. Oh, they can name moon! Imana ono chichi Anambra se ka ina mi figo. Unu ne onye bodo ya n'okwu. O Dr. Onyeka Ibezim. O yi akwete, o yi afendi Igbo. I went to Kaiswan Igbo. When I told you Igbo, I Afam ko Prince Dr. Emeka eze n'ugbo mana ọtọ ya ụtọ ifuo m ojitele ntị akụ n'ugbo. Eziokwu. Ije m ebe a tata bụ ka m nọchie anya odogwu nwoke malite na Dunuka Ọfịa. Okpotokpo nwa ama n'ala Igbo pụrụ ome n'ugbo na-enyelụ ndị mmadụ aka fụrụ ndị Igbo n'anya. A na-akpọ Prince Injinia Atọ Eze Ozigbo Ndụ. Okwu o si mụ bịa kwuo ebe a tata bụ na anyị na ndị be Okwuosa ga ezigbo mma. Atụmatụ Sir Emeka Okwuosa, nwa amụrụ n'ụdị pụrụ iche, zụọ anya n'ụdị pụrụ iche. Ọ na-emelụ ndị ọrụ ifite ife pụrụ iche, na-eticha ndị Igbo anya mmiri n'anya. Anyị wee na-asị na Chineke ya na-agọzi n'ọrụ ọma ọ na-alụ. Unu n'anya, unu afụ na odogwu nwoke a na ọ lụrụ ụlọ ọgwụ were afa nne ya wee lụọ ụlọ ọgwụ. Ụlọ ọgwụ eji egwu Chineke wee lụ, ụlọ ọgwụ eji ịfụnanya Chineke wee lụ. Abịa n'ụlọ ọgwụ a, ka nwee ngwa agha eji enedo nwa amụ n'ike, nwee ngwa agha eji eme ya mkpụrụ obi mmadụ lụzie ya, tinyekwu ya, ọ na-akụ ka ọ kwụsị isi wee kụ. Nwee ụgbọala na-ebu ndị arụ na-adịrọ, onye melụ arụ na njem ebute ebe a na-enye anya. Ụlọ ọgwụ niile a nwere ife pụrụ iche anaghị enwe na mbụ. O wee kpọọ anyị okwu wee sị ka anyị bịa kwado ezigbo ọrụ. Nke mbụ n'ozi ezi m bụ na anyị agwa ya na ngwuli eme echi. Anyị agwa ya na ụmụ ọbụla ọmụ ya bụ okpotokpo nwa na okpotokpo nwa bụ ndụ ebe ebe. Anyị wee na-asị ya na ife ọma ọ na-emelụ ndị ọrụ ifite, ife ọma ọ na-emelụ ndị Anambra ma ndị Igbo, na Chineke ya akụ mkpụrụ pụrụ iche na ngwuli isi na Jọs Kasị bụ onye nwe anyị. ụnụ ma ọzọ Igbo ndụ ọbụla okwuru okwu ego na oge bidoro igwe okwu ma ncha mgbe ọ bụ eziokwu o wee sị na ọ ya akwado ihe amakwa nke esi asụ ọgụ ọnụ a ọgụ ọnụ ego a n'Igbo mana ka nsụ anyị n'oyibo 120 million naira. ọmụrụ ekene n'ụlọ
120 million naira. Ọzọ Igbo ndụ. Emeka, ibe njibe na-asụ oyibo.
The hospital. I'm not getting almost winning in China. I'm in the hospital all the way. Like I want to know. The one year I know over there, you don't know where. I'm only looking at the road over there. You can't go, you can't forget it. So since you're from foundation, I'm not going to love you. Upon I do a hand. So not one. So that I'm that way. I need to improve someone. Let me play special ambulance.
A special ambulance. It's ambulance who will give 100 million naira. Without us, I will give you 100 million naira. You will call me if I do really far tonight.
Because Inclusive, my Lord, Bishop of the Diocese of the Anglican Communion. I can online okay. Nijuzia, Dolomania, I don't want for my own sense. I don't want to be Juzia. Who I can deny can do na diocese. I'm no guy in Daga. Na diocese can no one. The job aka. Like if I from I can do no brother. So now my Lord said I do zona for diocese. We will 1 million naira when I do this project. Diocese of Nnewi 1 million naira.
Diocese of Nnewi 1 million naira. If you get Mando can they with the book? No, can you go on? Over buying on Sunday. Yes, Napa. Global Links Limited. Get them up. Transfer. Get here. I'm going.
Please come.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 million naira from Transfer Global Links Limited. You can call me Aka. All the people he Chief Anselm Razulike 1 million naira. People call me Aka. Round of applause for him, please. Chief Ozie Obi 1 million naira. I need some more. It's an account anonymous. Anonymous 2 million naira. But I can put there with anonymous with information. Banker, Sir Emeka, okay, my bonus. Just with information, my God, for doing. Yes, Emeka Okwuosa 1 million naira.
My deputy governor. Thank you so much. Can I do on your thank you, my dear? Because for the benefit of Ndelada and everyone here, I want to start by appreciating everyone that deemed it very necessary to be here today. The person we came for, the person that invited us, is a very special person. I'm sure he's as special to each and every one of you as he's special to me. Is somebody, for me, that is very extraordinary. Very, very extraordinary. He's not just, I don't see him as I see some other people. Because this is a man that will tell you anything and he will stand by that no matter what. No matter what. He will continue to stand by what he has assured you he will do. And he will see to his conclusion. to its eventual conclusion. That is Emeka Okwuosa for you. And for me, the time we came for the the foundation laying stone, some people were thinking that it's like what you see other places. Maybe after 10 years, maybe after 15 years, people will be saying, oh, the foundation laying stone was laid years back. But I was telling them that same day that the person I know will bring this into an eventual conclusion very, very soon. And that's exactly why we're here today. So I want to appreciate each and every one of us and to say more grease to your elbow. For me, he is only asking that we contribute so that we become part, do I call it part owners? It's a communal thing. He likes communal effort. That's the only essence for asking us to contribute. And because of that, I will please, as a commissioner, I don't have money, but I will bring in 500,000 naira and put there. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. 500,000 naira. Please put your hands together for him. Diocese of Aguata, 1 million naira. Please put your hands together for them. Board of Governors, Dame Irene Memorial Convent for 200,000 naira. Thank you. Engineer Alex Tubumike, MD CEO, Brentwood Limited, 1 million naira. I think we'll still continue with this. We are still open to further support and donations, but we don't have much time now because Mr. Governor has other responsibilities. May I now, with all due respect, ladies and gentlemen, invite Mr. Governor, Mr. Solution, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, in the person of the Deputy Governor here, Dr. Onyeka Chukwu Ibezin. Please put your hands together for him.
Shido, I will not only plead to, because of time, I will not only plead to stand on the well-established protocol. I want to sit on it and even sleep on it for want of time. But I won't do that without recognizing a block. You'll be up for it. Abobi, Ekenembi, Obiain Onabie, Ori, and Ekene. The commissioners that are here, the members of the House of Assembly, and even National Assembly, the clergy, I can see the bishops that are here, and the invited guests. I see friends of government in Austin. Please, I want to stand on it here. I bring you the goodwill message of the governor, my principal, Mr. Governor, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo. He's somewhere right now, charting the course from the Anambra. He would have loved to be here in person. He would have loved to be here in person. The program is not an emergency one because at a point, foundation stone was laid, we all are aware, and for it to be achieved in such a short time, it's quite commendable. And with this, Sir Emeka Okwuosa, a philanthropist by excellence, a lot of things have been said about you. First, I want to thank Mama because we are here grand opening and commissioning of Dam Irene Okwuosa. The children have done a lot of things for their parents. I am aware in education, and now we're going into hospital. This is especially commendable because if you look at the working documents of the governor, his manifesto, his 2070 committee, Vision 2070 committee, and then lastly, the transition committee documents, which all have been put in one document. Medical tourism is key. Medical tourism. I've asked a lot of questions on the content. Most of us that are here don't actually know the content of this hospital. Great one. Apart from the cardiac center there are other illnesses to be treated there. Nigeria ranks number 31 in the world on death due to heart-related diseases. Of course, America is number 1. As we are talking now, I wonder how many people, WHO statistics, 1 every 36 second person, 1 out of every 36 seconds, 1 person dies in US of heart-related diseases. In Nigeria, 2020, a total of 108,365 people died of heart disease. In Anambra State, getting down to ratio, we inherited 22% of this. A lot of work is still being done on it to know why Anambra case is that high. But on the public health side, the reason is very simple. We dine, we wine, we eat all sorts of things every day, and these things has its implication on the heart, the vessels. So what you're doing today, you're laying a strong foundation for the Anambra to remain alive. So on behalf of the governor, I say God will continue blessing you. This is one of those things that we say the Anambra should come home and do. The DTI initiative, African DTI, Anambra, Dubai, Taiwan initiative, we all want Anambra to look like Dubai the next day. A lot of people keep on reminding us that Obidogo Wagoba, the days are counting. And the greatest enemy we have is time. This is the time to come and emulate people like Sir Emeka Okwuosa. Yes, we may have had our divides in the election, different political parties, but no Ofonye. I keep on saying it every day, Ofonye na Bueze. Obodo nweleze na boy man and so good. There can only be one governor. And what we are talking of now is governance. Governance. Play your role. Critical areas. One of the speakers, the commissioner, said the contribution here is for you to have that sense of ownership. It's a multi-million naira project. I've seen the picture over there, and more work is still going on. And I asked him a simple question. I said, sustainability plan. Nobody has mentioned that for the patients that have been treated here so far, he's been doing that free of charge. But I told him, because it's open for everybody. In the Anambra, but he tells me the people that use these facilities are us on the Anambra, not only in the Anambra. So I say, how much does it take you to treat a patient? Very important. Cardiothoracic surgery, very expensive. We need to sustain this project. And that is where the government will also come to partner with you. Both in manpower. It's a referral hospital. I also asked him, what's the mode of patient intake? Very critical. He says it's referral. That means even the teaching hospital, Commissioner for Health, who is here, this falls in your purview. We need to look and see what's going on there. We need to sustain it, manpower. We need to make sure that the best of the hands are in there. Because we are the primary beneficiaries of this. People may come from far, that is for Anambra. So with this, Sir Emeka Okwuosa, I know you're not stopping there. In the oil and gas and the others, just like Oliver Twist, you've not started. This is just the beginning. And with this, I welcome all of you to the grant commissioning on behalf of my principal, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo. And I say, this is Anambra. This is the capital of Ndigo. What we get right here, will from here get to all Ndigo, Ebano, and Nigeria as a whole. I say God bless you as we go to commission the project.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going for the
on behalf of my principal, Mr. Governor, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, we commissioned this wonderful edifice that is meant for healing. I would describe it as that, physical healing. It's named Dame Irene Okwuosa Memorial Hospital, commissioned in the name of God the Father, the name of God the Son, and the name of God the Holy Spirit. So lead us right where we can so that you wouldn't be contaminated.
So then we will take the control from the console here. So, and then we're going to take a left over there and go across the hall to the cath lab.
Where's the oxygen supply there?
Of course.
For the inside? No, you know, sometimes we need to...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes we need to sedate patients.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Everybody that comes here comes with a problem. And once they get here, family history. What happens when you don't know what your family history is? Have you heard about somebody who dropped dead and they say he didn't kill cow for his grandfather? Yeah, right? Yeah, we've encountered 2 patients now, a 53-year-old who had 3 vessel disease, the critical stenosis of 3 vessels. I had a 43-year-old the other day who had all 5 vessels, stenotic. So that's a walking dead. If you didn't have the ability to do angiography for those people, you're not going to find out. And if you don't find out, you can't fix it. And you all know what the ultimate outcome is. So I encourage anybody that is above the age 55, especially if you don't know your family history, or if you have a family history, or if you have difficulty breathing, or if you have syncopal episodes, or if you've experienced chest pain at any point in time, you may need coronary angiography. It may save your life. This is right here in arithmetic. And I think it's something that you need to be very, very proud of.
You know, if you make this known to the people,
right.
I bet you have an issue on your hand here.
Yeah. Well, that's
population.
So that's why you're here.
But we need to schedule it.
Yeah.
We need to schedule it. I, for one, I want to be one of your first. Look at all of them here.
If I haven't already had
the commissioner, I don't know. When last did you check it?
No, I'm a critical care physician.
So we spoke once.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So if I haven't already had coronary angiography, I'm 60 years old, but I already have one in the US. If I haven't already had it and I was in this country, I'll be laying down on this table because this is as fine an equipment as what you're going to find in it. Frankly, there are some hospitals in the United States that do not have this latest technology. So you did not spare anything when you put these things here, and that's why I'm very, very proud to be a part of it too. Frankly, I spoke about coronary arterial disease, but that's not the only thing this can do. I mean, you could do imaging of just about every vasculature in the body, brain included. So this is a big deal. And
so this procedure, how many patients can you take in a day?
Well, it all depends on, obviously, once you know how many patients that are available for cath, you have to provide the resources, the consumables, and so on and so forth. Obviously, these things are not cheap. I know that other people may have spoken to this. This man has a foundation, and you have laid the groundwork that most governments haven't done in this country. And I can say that because I'm a Nigerian, so I feel very free to be able to say that. You laid the groundwork. But the only way this is going to make an impact in this country is for our people to really begin to rethink. It saddens me that $1 billion leave this country every year for medical tourism. It makes me very sad because what we are doing is basically enriching other economies at our own detriment. So here we have this. I hope that people of goodwill, you don't have to build many more centers like this, but you can actually support the one that exists because that's what people do overseas. Support the foundation, which will in turn help to sustain care here. This man is not trying to make money out of healthcare. Otherwise, I won't be involved. However, to be able to keep this thing rolling for many years and taking care of people, you have to renew the latest technology every year as time goes on. This is basically all our collective responsibilities. Some people would give a little, some people will give a lot more. That's the only way we'll be able to make a dent, especially in this part of the country and this part of the world, frankly. We've only been open, a few days, and yet we're getting patients from every part of the country. It reads like our national character. So the hole has been patched. The heart is now being closed back up. So the machine that I showed you guys on the hallway, you can see the cannulas, those white
tubings that you see there. So we'll put one above and below. That's how blood is drained out of the artery and the vein, you know, so that obviously you don't want to operate on a heart that is full of blood.
Yeah.
You can't see anywhere. So all the blood is going into the machine, which now becomes your heart, your kidney, and obviously, and your lungs. You know, so that's a heart-lung machine. So it filters all the waste, urine, gets blood oxygenated, and then send it back to all the tissues. So that way, when we finish, you still have a brain and the rest of your tissues working.
Like how long does this normally take?
This case now has been ongoing since about 2 hours plus. Yeah. So in the OR right now will be a surgeon, a perfusionist. There's going to be an OR circulator, a scalp tech, and an anesthesiologist. Yeah. So that's what's in the OR. So because this is a startup program, we're just starting. So there are 2 surgeons right now on the table, but when it's ongoing and every day, it could be just 1 surgeon. So and the team gets smaller, obviously, as time passes.
How many of these have you done?
This right here is number 7.
Number 7.
And that we started on Thursday. I want you to understand that this being the very first time that surgery is being performed here, let alone open heart surgery, this is a big fact. Yeah. Because in 2013, when we restarted the program at UNCH, we did 5 cases in 2 weeks. The only reason why this is successful is because of the type of equipment and the power supply.
I was going to ask about power.
Exactly.
That's extremely, we are running on diesel all through. And when we have radiology equipment on, we can never switch on to public power supply. We have a 350 kVA generator that runs the radiology equipment, fully dedicated to that. We have another 250 kVA for the other parts of the hospital, and another 100 kVA for general services. So 3 generators actually.
This is impressive.
Are you planning for any training program in the future?
Well, I'm glad that you asked that question, because what we're doing in Nigeria will be absolutely useless if we did not train. Because I do know that you train 1 doctor, you will impact a nation. You know, so we're not going to be happy coming in here. I think that's one of the things that we discussed when we came, where we found affinity. He's interested in education and, you know, impacting healthcare and so on and so forth. So really, I had limited resources, he had it. So this is exactly possible, and I'm hoping that several of the teaching hospitals around will take advantage of what is on ground. I mean, I have to tell you that right now, as I'm talking to you, there are, you know, senior registrars and consultants, frankly, that are from other teaching hospitals in the country, but it would be nice to have the neighboring teaching hospitals take advantage of what is right here under their nose.
Another thing I think to mention about insurance, you know, we have an insurance package in the States. So we must look how to get it incorporated, especially in seeking such secondary care.
Exactly.
So that, because sometimes we, as the governor in particular, we want to reduce out-of-pocket universal health coverage.
We need to, I agree entirely with you.
Yes.
I mean,
So
insurance, I've told my HSC team within OXF to interlink with the foundation and then link up with you so that we'll have an insurance that is fit for purpose.
For even this cath lab, if we do it through the health insurance, I'm assuring you that we'll be having much turn up, and with the more people coming in, you find that the more people get used to this thing, especially in terms of training and all.
Anything done at all. We've seen incidences of crisis situation in the healthcare system. The high level of incidences of death, record death, because of, you know, lack of adequate medical system in the country. So the foundation, Sir Emeka Okwuosa Foundation, in their wisdom, felt that it is pertinent and necessary for us to establish this first-class medical institution here to be able to compete, if not better, than what they have in other more advanced countries, even the United States of America. So and you know, it comes with enormous cost and enormous things associated with it. So basically, the government have a responsibility to partner with the foundation in the areas of the sustainability of the venture, which is very, very cost. You know, the cost implication is really very, very high. and also to create an enabling environment. Power is a very major issue. Here is running on 3 generators, 350 kVA, 250 kVA, and 100 kVA, simultaneously covering different aspects of the operations of the hospital, 24/7. Because there are certain equipment that you cannot rely on the normal power supply. Otherwise, the equipment will just pack up. So we need government assistance, and also we need government to also, make sure that most of the doctors. For example, in Anambra State today, when the Commissioner for Health was talking, we don't have any cardiothoracic surgeon in Anambra State as of today. The last one they had already traveled out of this country. So this is precisely what we are doing here. So we need government to encourage doctors to train in that aspect, the area of specialization, so that they can partner with us, so that we want what we call transfer of technology and impartation of knowledge. So that is the only way we can sustain this. And also to make sure that they equip the existing government general hospital, even the teaching hospital, so that whatever training that are actually garnered from this sport, they're able to translate it effectively when they get to a government hospital. But the problem we have in government hospital, most of them don't have this basic equipment. So when somebody ends up having a good knowledge, by the time he gets back to the general hospital or the teaching hospital, there won't be any facilities in order for you to operate. It's like, making the whole thing funny. So I think the government has a lot to do. What we are doing is just a drop of water in the ocean. So government needs to do a lot so that the sustainability of this project will help in expanding the medical care system in this country and even beyond. The money we waste, capital flight in terms of medical tourism abroad, runs into billions. But if we replicate a similar thing here, that money comes back to the country and it will help to build up our economy. So there are a lot the government can do. So I believe that it is quite enormous. It's something that has to actually be worked at effectively. So holistically, they play their own part to sustain this venture, so that this venture can continue to improve from day to day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Is the wish to make the lives of our communities in Anambra State better. It is about provision of social services, medical services, enhancement of education that will help us to continue to build up our societies in a way that will have a sustainable society within our state.
Thank you very much, sir. So, how will you partner with those that have Anambra health insurance scheme card?
We are looking into that, but I leave that to the Chief Medical Director of the hospital. We pay attention to details. The Anambra State Medical Insurance System, we have in mind to explore that as far as it concerns what we are doing here. But we also hooking up the HMO system that's already existing within Oil South Limited. So we will take advantage of all possibilities. And the essence of this is to make the medical care that is available here affordable to people who may otherwise not be able to afford it.
Thank you very much, sir. May God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Even in oil service, we exclusively use innocent. I have made sure the AKK project and all innocent vehicles. Yes. And we're going to have hundreds of first batch. Yes. And then with more batches all going, because we have to power ourselves and also go mill. Kanjama factory here, he's not assembling vehicles, he's building them from the scratch. All the unprecedented. Now, don't go to boss from him. Down the road, my people, Sika, living with a new model, K3 there in. The road there, some of my water, I have a power from Castle. Probably, I'm not people about a new one. We need a new one. So, all events can give a better history.
That's on there with
Tomorrow.
Huh? Hello?
You can say innocent is represents an ambulance.
Johnson.
Hang on, yeah. Hi, Chairman. Good.
Though it might be small, the item from the depth of our hearts. And we are very much grateful for being part of this great people. I'm forever indebted to peace.
Thank you. Forever indebted. That's the word. And so it should be.
Let me come and take care. I do appreciate young ladies. I'm always proud of all of you because when I see the quality of education you have or you get at the convent, the Mary Okwuosa Foundation, I am happy. You also have very nice teachers, have a very good principal. I do appreciate this more than any other because coming from you is more than a pleasure. Thank you so much. And I wish you all very well. But I need to security and going to the founder of Foundation. They're the ones partnering with us, they're the ones growing. All these doctors are saying a rallying point in the mighty name of Jesus. Medical applications. Father, we ask, oh God, for the security of this edifice. Father, oh God, on a day like this, there will be no bad story surrounding this edifice. In the name of Jesus.
come on now, yeah, come on now. Someone mama, papa, see your soul, mama, come on now, yeah, come on now.